You see,
3,
you see,
2,
you see,
1.
you see.
Now we come to the payoff.
Why did you do it?
The old classic.
Why did you do it?
1, for my sanity. 2, because I love it. And 3, it's me. Good, bad and the ugly.
I just love it. I just think, you know what I mean, from the times at school when it came to this country, and it was like a bug. I mean, it bit me, and I just can't get that out of my system.
You just got to do it, haven't you? How could you give it up? It's like a habit.
And you spend that much time.
You know what I'm saying.
You spend that much time
I
spending
never
every moment thinking, you know, when you're not working or whatever it is and you've got a bit of spare time, that's what all you think about.
As a cunt,
and after doing that for like 10 or 15 years, it's very hard to snap out of it.
I say from like the first minute I heard like Hashim or Captain Rock, from going out of a certain sort of music, from the first time I saw like Subway Art, and then actually realised that this was something I could do, from the first time I saw like Breakers at the Spectrum building or at the Boys Club, and they had a crew come down from Bournemouth, I think it was, and this kid is all decked out, shell toes, fat laces, Tashini tracksuits, right? Never ever in my life could I afford a Tashini fucking tracksuit. Patrick Charismas, those trainers or Puma States, and seeing these kiddies just do these moves, and I just went, fuck it, I want to do this.
It's the way it makes you feel when you see a good piece and you smell paint fumes.
You used to say buntlack then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, buntlack, whatever, but it's the way it makes you see, you know, it's the way you feel when you see those things. It's the way you feel when you see somebody doing wicked crazy legs, or you hear a good scratch or somebody does a good freestyle. For me, that's the essence of, do you know what I mean? And that's, when I hear those things, I think to myself, well, this is why I do it.
Nowadays, I do it because I'm past the point of no return. I still love it as much, I think, but I still love nailing the verse and putting tracks out and performing, you know.
I don't think I've ever made like an actual choice that I can think of where, right, I'm doing that and I'm going to be into this or this. It's just you pick things up, and then I have a healthy obsession with collecting records. So what better than to chop them up in my sampler and make another one out of them?
I don't know, the last 10 years really of my life I've dedicated to hip hop, and if I jack it in now, then it's been a bit of a waste of time. You know, I've not achieved what I want to achieve yet. I've not got where I want to go yet with it.
I mean, it's the vibes that it creates for me. You know, hip hop comes in many different forms. You know, like say, whether it's funk, rock, jazz, rap. Yeah. It comes in many different ways. It's not for the money. You know, if it was, then I'd probably be in a different status right now.
Seeing the first piece on Virgin, the old Virgin Megastore, that 3D piece on the pillars, seeing like poppers and breakers everywhere in Bristol, and then hearing it and actually wanting, and like seeing Graph in Bristol, from the minute it hit, I knew that was my thing. I wanted to do it, and I wanted to participate in every aspect of it.
What I saw when I was growing up, and I grew up in lots of domestic violence, hip hop was one thing where I could express myself without becoming a fighter or whatever to get back at people in life, or whatever, what happened to me when I was growing up. You know, I felt like a calling when I was young. You know what I mean? I didn't realise the bits in me and stuff, because you don't know yourself until you're truly older. You know, and you go through whatever. But like, you know, and I found hip hop in it. You know what I mean? And breakdance, b-boying, and all the other arts that's involved with hip hop, you know, and that kind of saved my life in a way, I think, you know.
I don't know, you just get old and stubborn, don't you, and you reckon you've seen it all, and then all of a sudden someone just comes along and you just go, I'm going home. You know, hip hop is middle-aged, and it's nice to hear it reflected. It's hard because it's a young man's sport at the same time. We weren't supposed to be breakdancing past 18. You know, we sure as fuck weren't supposed to be into our hip hop when we're now, like 35, 36 years of age.
No, everybody can be into rap music, but being into hip hop is, everybody can buy their 50 Cent in there, or they can listen to that. When you get into real hip hop, that's when you touch the elements. Do you know what I mean? 'Cause listening to those pop charts and those tunes that you think are good, and they're hip hop and all cars and all that, you know what I mean? You ain't going to find out about no elements of hip hop. All you're going to find out about is what a girl's ass looks like in a bikini, how big some chrome fucking rims are, and you know, you got to listen to those. Even the American rappers like KRS-One, the old school people, Rakim, KRS-One, these kind of people that teach you skills, teach you knowledge. Get a foundation, build on it from that. That's the only advice I can give you. And be real. Be real. And do it because you love it. Do you know what I mean? Get into it because you truly love it and it touches you.
Why do I do it? Because I love doing it, mate. Do you know what I mean? Serious. Putting all the weed, the blunts, and the hip hop aside, it's universal. It's made my dreams come true. It's put me in. It's do you know what I mean? And freestyling. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting more deeper on freestyling because I'm starting to realise the more spiritual side of it. Do you know what I mean? There is a deeper spiritual side of hip hop in it, and you find it in freestyling because you don't know what you're going to say next. Do you know what I mean? And when you get into that point where it's coming out clear and on point, mate, that's when you're in tune, man. That's when you're like, you're actually in movement with the universe.
As now I'm thinking, oh, he's wearing a bit thin and that. Watching what like Shades and Kel's and Stepchild's enthusiasm about it just brings it back in. And makes me go, actually, I don't know whether I could ever fucking leave it alone completely, because I'm scared of becoming fucking normal. Like, I don't want to become a pisshead. I don't want to go down the pub. I want to make tunes. Getting reviews back, hearing what people think of fucking Rodney P having your tape, people hearing what you do, people quoting your lyrics is enough to go, well, actually, I'm doing it for the right reasons. We make it because we make it the way we want it to sound. It's the same reason everybody on the video is talking about it. The same reason that Stepchild does that verse at the end of the fucking DVD makes me aspire to be that good. And I just heard him do it and went, that's the reason we do it. And he summed it up. That's it.